Hello, I'm TheZOMBIEJ. Well, I should probably say good morning. What time is it? Exactly. So, last night I built some MOCs. Well, I rebuilt 3. One of them is different now, but then I built a couple additional MOCs. So, I know I said I wasn't going to be going back to MOC making, but come on. Seriously, it's a thing with Bionicle MOCs. You know, you build what you build. You have the desire to build, and so you build. You build. So there you go. I built. We're gonna start with obvious ones. A couple of obvious ones. Rebuilt my revamps. Revamp of Tahoe Stars with CCBS parts. And obviously this armor piece has a bit of it missing up at the top. Now there's a hole in his chest. It's like he got shot or something. So now this is loose, so yeah, it's broken or whatever. Basically I use these CCBS bones. And I use these Toamata feet to, bring some familiarity. Except these are the horrible joint versions. Use the CCBS fist piece in trans orange and some trans orange armor on the arms and the upper legs. Black bones all the way around. The 5 long armor shell in red to the side like this because it works. The golden mask because I said so. It's the one that's, well, it has damage on it, but still looks like it's fine. In order to get the head on here correctly, I put a friction adder on this brain attack head, and then there's a red socket there too. So if you want a Stars Tahoe, but still want to keep the torso, that's what you do. It is a bit of a pain in the ass to get the friction extender into that. You basically have to apply a ton of pressure, but it works. I have added these barbs here because, I don't know, tribal aesthetic. Posability is what you'd expect, nothing really to go there. Flame sword, obvious. And, well, there's that as like a pommel sort of thing. Nothing else to go over here. Just wanted to rebuild my original revamp of Tahoe Stars. Now the problem with the brain attack head is that it has that down there, so it looks like he's got a goatee of some sort, I don't know. But there you go. So that's Tahoe. I'll put him right there. Next is another obvious one. Takanuva Stars. Some parts are different, probably, but for the most part, he is alright. So, still has the same body. On the back, I tried to remember how I did this, but looks like I did it correctly. He had this Toa Metru chest armor thing in silver with a extra copy of that armor piece from the Stars, but a bit of it is cut off, so it actually fits flush to that. A little bit rattly. He is using the brain attack head, but he's got a couple of Baraki eyes on either on the inside of that, and then a Borak eye for whatever reason. I don't know why I originally did that. He's got his Mask of Light. He's got the Staff of Light extended quite a bit, but hey, who cares? He's got Hero Factory, well, excuse me, CCBS fists in white. He's got all the bones are dark gray, and the ones for his lower legs have the one pinhole in them. So he does have these wide armor shell pieces in white with the stickers on there from my from a clone of Kopaka G2 that I had. Black sockets for the ankles and the star's feet. Of course, you're going to have the star's feet. It's a star's revamp. It's got hero cores on his ankles, essentially, and right here as well. This is a 5 long armor shell. He's got 3 long armor shells. There's not a 2 length for some reason. Probably because it's useless. And the G2 armor add-on thing, which looks pretty cool. Posability is typical, you know. And you can actually pose the head pretty damn well. It does run into the torso add-ons, so. Well, that's Takanuva. He looks pretty cool. Now we move on to a G2 version of a character, of a Matoran named Midak. I have a G1 Tohunga build of Midak over there somewhere. So, here's the G2 version. Now, the problem with this one is that originally, my original copy, or my original build, had these 4-length bone pieces in black, and had 8 of those. Obviously, I don't have enough of those because they all fucking broke. So, other than that, the torso is the exact same as it was, and so is the Onua Master Mask. It's got 4-length armor shells on the front and the back. He's got 3-length armor shells on his upper legs and upper arms, black fists, black feet, and he basically looks like a protector build. So there you go. There's that. He's a little bit upgraded from what I originally had him as. Posability is the same as the protectors. You can knock off his mask, obviously. There you go. The head can easily pop off so you can decapitate him. And yeah, it's Midak. So there you go. There's that. Now, this one was kind of an experiment. Originally I was going to build my a micro Tahu build, which would have had the which had the Stars mask and a spare Akar flame sword I had, and some other parts. But again, I didn't have enough of those 4-length bone pieces, so instead I made a G2 smaller version of Tahu Master of Fire. I don't hate this. This looks pretty cool. This looks like something you'd see as a bootleg from who knows where. He does have the golden swords instead of his regular flame swords, because I feel like those were too big for this. Besides, they're cut up anyway, so. But this works, and they have the pommel, silver fists, silver feet. The bones are black, obviously. He's got the Master Mask. He's got a 3-length armor shell on the back, 5-length on the front with the piece, 2015 piece added on. Same thing over here and here, with some translucent or transparent orange. 4-length armor shell pieces, 3-length ones on his upper legs, 3-length ones in gold on his lower arms, and on his lower legs he has the 2015 piece attached to what is it called? 3-length armor shell in red. So I like it, actually. It looks pretty cool. I can see this being, it's definitely bootleg-ish. Like, it could totally be sold on its own as a bootleg, but it wasn't, as far as I'm concerned. So I built something that could have existed as a bootleg. It's definitely taller than a normal protector. I mean, if you bring in Midak here, yeah, it's a little bit taller. That's because, again, I didn't have enough of the bones that I wanted to use, so figured, you know, make them like this. So posability is a little limited, yeah, because you'll be running into things somewhat, but for the most part, it's just, It's just typical. So there you go. That's Tahoe. And of course, you can't have Tahoe without Kopaka, so I did Kopaka as well. I might do Umarak at some point, because this was a fun project, making these miniature, smaller versions of the Masters. And yeah, the mask is the same. The overall body build is the same. Obviously, the lower the legs are the same as well, except with Kopaka, he's got silver hands and silver feet. Consistency, I guess. The lower legs bones are trans blue, as well as the lower arms. The lower arms have the gold 3-length armor shell as well, and the upper arms and upper legs each have the white armor shell in 3-length. But on his upper arms, he has these 2015 pieces attached. On his lower legs, the white version of that piece is attached to a gold 4-length armor shells. So it looks nice. Kind of reminds me of the the original Master Kopaka. And he's got the spear. I figured, you know, why not give him the spear? But this moves because I couldn't be bothered to find the pieces that were required to make that solid. But this is a simple build, obviously. So, and of course, I couldn't figure out anything really else for the shield, so I gave him a snowflake shield because, I don't know, Kopaka's a special snowflake, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so, and of course the posability is the same as Tahoe. So, so what do you think of all of these? Obviously, you know, my intentions were to rebuild MOCs that I four MOCs that I had originally, but I didn't know I was going to veer off into something else and, you know, experiment a little bit. And so I did, and that's why Kopaka and Tahoe existed. So if you want to build those yourself, well, it's pretty damn easy. So you just have to source the parts and make sure you have enough parts to build these. I mean, if you really want this version of Tahoe, I mean, it's pretty damn easy. So I told you which parts you exactly need. You have these dark gray pommel pieces and the swords and whatnot. It's pretty damn easy to figure this out. Obviously, he still has the blue, the trans blue eye stock, but yeah. So if you're a Tahoe fan and you want that, you can build that. If you're a Kopaka fan and you want this, well, it's pretty damn easy to figure this out. Obviously, you can replace this with two that one piece I can't remember the name of, instead of having it spin like this. But you know, do whatever you want. So I mean, if you want to replace the snowflake shield, I guess you can do that. But for the most part, these two builds are definitely worth experimenting with and playing with, and, you know, just putting your own spin on it. So, but which of these 5 builds do you prefer over the others? And what do you think about all of these in general? I mean, I think the weakest is probably Mydak because he's got no weapons, and my original intentions with him were not what I was hoping for, but, you know, I figured, you know, why not make him actually protector sized, and I had more of these pieces to go around anyway, so. And it's nice to have Tahoe and Takanuva back, so that's cool. Now the problem is finding a place to put these guys. And I still got some dusting to do, so there's that. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this mega review of Bionicle MOCs I built last night. Well, it wasn't the night, it was in the afternoon going into the evening. Alexa, stop. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I might do Umarak as well, but instead of giving him a bow, I might just give him a sword, because I can. And mostly because, well, I don't know how to approach the idea of a bow for a small version, for this sized version of Umarak, the hunter. But I guess we'll see. So I'll let you all know when I figure that out. But in the meantime, stay tuned for more videos. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace.